Yeah, 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 yeah. Welcome. Ooh, 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 ooh. Joy, 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 joy. Welcome. Joy, joy, joyfully welcoming you. Joy, joy, welcoming you. Welcome, shining, shining joy, shining, shining tears, shining, shining, shining. I invite you to add in the chat where you are from and a word for joy in your native tongue, in the language that your mother spoke, your mama tongue. And if you could also list what that language is to allow joy to be here in many vibrations. Joy, 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 joy. Sadness, joy. Happiness, joy. Joy, an inside job. Sad, joy. Happy, joy. Joy, an inside job. Joy, joy, joy. Welcome, 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 welcome. Let's see where you are. Sending your greetings from Westbrook, Maine, from Paris, from Spain, from Brazil, from Richmond, VA, that's close to me, from Seattle, Bengali, Ananda Joy. Welcome, welcome from North Carolina. Welcome, Portugal. Alegria. Welcome from France. Welcome from Chicago. You know, if you want to say joy in your mama tongue and have that be how we welcome each other to this particular time, raise your hand, please. If you'd like to say joy in your native tongue, raise it as you would on Zoom, which means going to the chat. Where's that raise your hand feature?
So
There.
down, welcome everyone. We're so glad to be here with Rachel Bagby today for this special workshop. If you want to raise your hand, go ahead and go down to the reactions in the bottom of Zoom. And when you click on that, you'll see a little hand that you can raise. And that's how we'll be raising our hands today. And just a little note that we are recording this so that folks that can join after this live workshop is over can also partake. And so if you raise your hand and come on, you will be on the recording as well. So welcome to everyone. And thank you so much, Rachel, for leading this workshop today.
Thank you so much, Kaylee. Thank you, thank you. So I am seeing hands raised to give us joy in their mother tongues, and I am going to go along this list and ask you to unmute and say joy. We can do a little duet. Okay, I'm going to start with you, Lisa Wilkerson. Please unmute and say joy.
Joy.
Joy, joy. Thank you, Lisa. And Jenny Newton in your mama tongue. Jenny Newton.
Joy.
Joy also. English is up in the house. Do we have folks? Thank you. From other places as well. Martha Gallagher, please bring your joy.
Joy, joy, joy.
I see joy 3 times. Okay. All righty. Thank you so much, Arthur. Joy.
Joy, joy, joy.
Joy Young. Beautiful. Thank you. Ronetta. Ronetta? Yes. Ah. Joy could barely hear you, but thank you. I could see you dancing it with your hands. Um, Rita, I'm going to ask you to unmute yourself and sing your joy.
Joy, joy, joy. I tried to
Joy,
do my
joy. Thank you, Rita. Tamara, how about your joy? Tamara, asking you to unmute. Okay, Tamara is not there, so then I'm going to ask Sarit to unmute. Come along now, unmute button, work for us. There we go.
It's so fun, the joy. Simcha, simcha,
Oh,
simcha.
beautiful. Simha, Simha, Simha. Gisela, how about you? Would you please unmute?
Schöne Götterfunken, Tochter aus Elysium.
We have so much joy happening in the room. Let's see. Natasha, I hope I'm saying your name correctly.
And if you're watching on the live Zoom, just so you know, you
Yes.
can also toggle your view to gallery view. If you want to see everyone's faces, you can toggle so that you can see the full group here too, if you'd like to.
Yes, Natasha.
In my language, it's
Yeah.
in Croatian. It's radost, radost, radost.
Radost, 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 joy,
Yeah,
radost,
beautiful.
radost, joy, radost, radost. I love that. Yeah, jazz, 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 jazz in that joy. Thank you, everyone who raised your hand and contributed to your voices. Doris, I'm going to give you the last word.
Okay. Joy, joy, joy.
Again, joy, 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 joy. Joy, it is such a joy. Such a joy to be here with you today. And I know I didn't get to everyone's hands, but there will be another chance. This time, we are looking to focus in on 10 rhythms of joy. So far, there's been so many types of joy that have been touched on during the time this community has come together to focus on the power of joy, the possibility of joy, the joy that is needed, the joy that we pray for that may elude us, the joy that could feed the work that needs to happen in the face of everything that we are living, and the joy just for joy's sake also. All these rhythms of joy. And on this day that is devoted to the us of joy, Ubuntu, we are here with the possibility of seeing how we can hone in and invoke and share what we are learning, what we are bringing forward from what is coming out of what you're hearing and taking in and wanting to share in your communities. Well, we're going to do it, however, in a particular way. We're going to do it in 10, just 10 syllables. Now, what's a syllable? It's a way that language in English, I'm going to speak about the English. My first tongue is music. That's my first language. But the second one is English. And I'm going to talk about the syllables as rhythms, the pauses, the beats in what we do as we speak, as in this one expression that arose from a meeting as we were bringing together this work of saying sadness, happiness, joy, an inside job. Sadness, happiness, joy, an inside job. That's 10 syllables in a particular format. 10 syllables in 3 lines. We are going to practice with this form called decas that helps us digest. There's been so much that has been brought forward, so much to come. How do we digest the gifts and how do we share them out in a way that leaves room for everyone to touch in, to learn together, to share together? How do we do that? 10 syllables is just a little teeny weeny bit of a touch of a possibility of how. And it also will allow so many more of us who are here today in this live workshop to bring forward what you are digesting and what is touching you most about what you're learning or what you have lived and have to share about joy. And so we're going to do this in a form called decas. I'm going to ask for Stephen to put up the intro slide as I introduce this form. We're going to introduce the form. We're going to say where it came from. You're going to have a chance to practice it in small huddles of 3. And then we're going to come back and show those decas out loud, if you want to, here as a community. Okay? All right, so here we go. So what is the form of decas? Again, this is Rachel Bagby, and I'm talking about these 10 rhythms of joy. And we're doing it in this form called decas. And what is this form? It is just 10 syllables in 3 lines, with 2 syllables in the first line, 3 in the second, 5 in the third. Just 10 syllables in 3 lines, 2, 3, 5. Now, take my experience, please. Take my word for it that this might sound like it's something new, but it's in many places in the English language at least, and this kind of attending to rhythmic form is in many languages that are still practicing the power of word as proverb, as way to invoke and invite. And it could be as simple as row, row, row your boat gently down the stream, as an invitation to joy. 10 syllables. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. An invitation to joy. But where did this form come from, and why the decas? Well, it comes from just what brings us all together as a community. It comes from a time of deep hardship and the joy that came from healing from that. And if you could move to the second slide. The very first decas was given to me by a mountain where I went to heal after having experienced a profound and deep violence from someone in the community. And this mountain that held me in her arms and rocked me into safety and healing, as I was sitting there on that mountain and looking out and seeing all that was held in her embrace, I noticed that we were all being nurtured, and heard this poem that said, and I didn't call it a poem, that I just heard, sitting on poems, the mountain writes me. That mountain was revitalizing my body after having had such violent taking experienced, not far away from where I would go to sit and heal. And there was the instruction. I called that mama mountain, my mama. That mountain was one of my mamas, because in my tradition, the folks around you who are mother everybody's children. That's part of the joy of being of the community that I come from. And in that moment, only thing around me that was brown like my mama was that mountain. And so I adopted her to actually hold and be present and to be that force for me. And she also whispered, I also heard the whisper in my ear to go and share this poem down in the village where I had stopped speaking to the human beings because of the sense of such distrust and betrayal. So with this poem, Sitting on Poems, The Mountain Writes Me, I went down and began to engage again and began to actually live again. And so I'm going to ask Steve to go back to the first slide again, the first one that says, what is it? It's just 10 syllables, 2, 3, 5, 2 syllables in the first line, 3 in the second, 5 in the third, that you speak aloud to another living being. You must give yourself to give the wisdom, the invitation, the lesson, the awareness to another. Like there is so much that we are blessed to come together and experience during this summit. It's an invitation to pass that along. And now we'll rest the slides for a moment, and I want to see everyone's faces again. Thank you so much. And so I want to see how many of you, as you have been listening, have heard some of the amazing wisdom that is poured forth, and how are you sharing it already with people? Are you finding any challenge with honing in on what to focus on, which ones of the bits of information and love and possibility are you sharing out with others? Or I remember listening to one of the Rinpoches when he spoke of there being unconditioned joy. Unconditioned joy. That's 5 syllables. Unconditioned joy. Joy that comes from within. Joy, an inside job. Joy is an inside job. That's another line that could build on another thought or gem that you would want to bring forward. You know, we use this proverbial languages, shortened languages, maxims like, birds and stones. And a friend would say to me, "No, forget the stones. Say feeding 2 birds with 1 scone." That's a way of inviting more joy rather than the one but it's expressed as the same. So what ways could you have a pithy way of sharing what's really touching your heart, holding your heart from this time? That's the invitation. And so as I'm saying this to you, there might be some of you with pen and paper and for whom the notion of counting syllables or writing them down in a line or that sort of thing would appeal to you. I'm holding this up to show again from some of you who are just coming in, we're talking about a form of taking 10 rhythms of joy, 10 syllables of joy in this particular form. And you can see how it's a little mountain. I think my mama did that for me so that I could carry it around with me, but 2 syllables in the first line, 3 syllables in the second, 5 in the third, that you speak aloud to another human being. This is the difference between other forms, perhaps. Some folks have said to me, "Rachel, we already have the beautiful form of haiku. Why dekas?" And I said, I love haiku. And with dekas, you haven't really made a dekas until you speak it aloud to another human being. And so I'm just going to make an invitation now, even before we go to the huddle. I'm going to ask everyone who has their hand raised now to unraise their hands, because I'm going to make another invitation. So if you have your hand raised, if you can unraise it, so that I'm not confused about who's up now. If anyone already has a dekas from this brief introduction, before you even go in and huddle with someone else, I'm asking you to raise your hand. I thought I saw some head shakers that always when I bring this forward, there's someone who says, "Oh yes, I've been doing this." So I'm going to ask for Lisa to unmute and say what you have.
Welcome, joy bringers. Join together now.
Ah, welcome, joy bringers, join together now. I say, welcome, joy bringers, join together now. Welcome, joy bringers, join together now. Thank you, Lisa. Julie, your hand is up. Let me hear what you got.
Let be the joy now within our hearts shared.
Let be the joy now within our hearts shared. Thank you. Thank you so much, Julie. And I'm going to say that you notice that there are these various roles that we will have during this time together. There are those that are going like, phew, I got the deckers. There are those of us who are listening go, whoa, look, I mean, that was quick. There are those who could say it out loud. So as you say it out loud, as you're listening, try it in your mouth. It's just 10 syllables. You can say it out loud. So the listening, the co-creating, the speaking, all of these roles help to amplify the joy. Doris, I'm unmuting you.
Love and happiness are all around us.
Love and happiness are all around us. Love and happiness are all around. Love and happiness. Go ahead, Doris. Thank you so much. Mel, I'm asking you to unmute.
Fearing we could not make it, still we rise.
Mel sang hers. Go ahead. Love it. Thank you so much. Rita.
Okay, mine is my tree in nature grows old as I do. No, I'm sorry, grows old within me.
Ah, notice what just happened. My tree in nature grows old within me. And you notice how she switched it from an earlier version. This will also happen when you're in your huddles. As you speak your decas out loud, someone else might actually hear something that everyone in the group goes, whoa, yeah, that resonates more. So that this switcheroo will happen. And thank you so much, Rita. I am going to jump down to this line, Letci. How do you say your name? That's you. Please unmute.
Yes, Letitia.
Letitia, okay.
Letitia?
Yes?
Yes. Um, love is the key to joy.
Love is the key to joy. Love is the key to joy. Now, I want you to thank you, Letitia. I want you to notice one thing. Letitia said, love is the key to joy, and that is a truth. It is not 10 syllables. That does not matter. If someone in your huddle brings forth something that is beautiful and true, say ashe. And don't say, wait a minute, you didn't do 10 syllables. This is not, this is not. See, that's what we're looking for. The truth in and joy that comes of the creation. Thank you, Letitia. Joni, I'm asking you to unmute now.
Hello.
Hello.
To forgive and be free.
Please say again. We didn't hear you the first part. Say again, please.
I am able to forgive and be free.
I am able to forgive and be free. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Imani, please unmute.
And as Imani comes on, I just want to give a reminder to folks that might be joining. If you're wanting to raise your hand, we're doing virtual hand raising so that we can find you. So you want to go down to your reactions at the bottom of Zoom if you're joining us in Zoom. And when you click on that, there'll be a little raise hand button. So that's how you'll be able to raise your hand. And that's also how you can lower your hand later.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Karen. Thanks, Rachel. Joy is the love child of all of us here.
Oof. Joy is the love child of all of us here. Joy is the love child of all of us here. Oh, yes, joy is the love child of all of us here. And you notice how these lyrics are just coming through so quickly, and they are shaping the sound. They are shaping all of us here. Thank you, Imani. Cassandra, please unmute yourself.
The trees, we are one, joy blossoms freely.
The trees, we are one. Joy blossoms freely. So beautiful. Thank you. The trees, we are one. Joy blossoms freely. Thank you, Cassandra. Saying them as you hear them, if one touches you and you put it in your mouth, tasting them really does. Is anyone noticing that? Are you tasting them and allowing them to affect you in that way? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Linda, I'm going to ask you to unmute yourself.
I have one in French.
Hi. Thank you. Merci.
So it's bonjour, mon ami, tu rends ma vie belle. It would translate
Ah,
to hello, my dear friend, making my life better, but it doesn't fit in the five in English.
yeah, but in French it does. Please give it to us in French again.
Bonjour, mon ami, or bonjour, cher ami, tu rends ma vie belle.
Ah, gorgeous. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Linda. Pat Jameson, I'm asking you to unmute.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Awesome in silence. You teach me joy.
Awesome in silence. You teach me joy. Mm-hmm. Love that. Thank you, Pat. Thank you. And, ooh, Delphi, the first name I'm not going to try, but please, you say it. Please unmute.
Hello, everyone. Yes, it's Shuruk. Joy is in your heart, let it shine for all.
Singing it out. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yay. Giselle, it's jumping up to you. Please unmute. You're looking for that unmute button, I can tell. There it is.
Yes. Singing together, all in harmony.
Singing together, all in harmony. That does make for joy, 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 joy. Nothing like having hundreds of voices singing together in harmony. 'Tis true. Or even just two. Thank you. Nidhi? Oh, where did I find you? There. If you can unmute yourself, Nidhi, and please forgive me for mispronouncing your name, Nidhi. If you could please unmute and give us your joy. Okay, not quite. Oh, there you are.
Hi,
Hello.
my joy is like very feeling happiness. I don't know, from yesterday I'm feeling so happy and like so happy and full of joy, dancing here and there.
Yay, great. Dancing here and there. Beautiful. I can hear it in your voice too. Thank you so much. And Curtis is the last name. Please unmute yourself. Yes.
Oh, thank you. As my thing is, when we all walk through the earth, when we walk through the earth, it jumps for joy.
When we walk through the earth, it jumps for joy. When we walk through the earth, it jumps for joy. Jump, jump, jump for joy. Oh, I love what that could bring forward. Thank you. Love it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Dr. Christiana, If you could please unmute yourself, Dr. Christiana. Oh, you're still mute, my dear. If you can unmute yourself. Here we go. Dr. Dr. Christiana will come back to you because you're still mute. I can't tell what's going on there. We'll come back. Anna Bush is the last name. Anna, could you unmute yourself? Yes.
People connecting in joy we create.
People connecting. Enjoy, we create. Enjoy, we create. I can hear that rhyme. Yeah. People connecting. Enjoy, we create. Enjoy, we create. Enjoy, we create. All these little seeds that y'all are planting now. Plant those seeds in your neighborhoods too, but I'm saying to you, we're planting those seeds here, and who knows what's going to grow out of them. Shri, Noyon, could you please, ooh, where are you? You jumped. There you go. If you could please unmute. SRNOYON. Thank you. Yes.
Hey, how are you?
Hey. I'm okay. How are you?
This is Nan from Bangladesh. Do you know Bangladesh?
I don't know, but bring the rhythm to us.
Actually, it's a neighboring country of India. You must know about India.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is my first coming in the Joy Summit. Actually, I don't know much about the Joy Summit. I just saw it in my Facebook and signed it up. That's it. And today is my first live session. I don't know what you the guys are doing here. Actually, can you tell me what you're doing here? You
Okay, I
were
will tell
singing song.
you. I will tell you. I will tell you again, and thank you. Thank you, because others have also come in later. What we are doing here is we are creating decas. Decas have 10 syllables or 10 rhythms, 10 rhythms of joy in 3 lines. 2 syllables in the first line, 3 in the second, 5 in the third. So that's what we are doing here. And you're asking that prompt would actually, it's a perfect time. Oh, I'm seeing all of you still with your hands up. You're going to have to come back in line and you're going to have a chance. But we are about to go into huddles where there will be 3 people in a huddle. And what you're going to do in the huddles is that you are going to, each person is going to have each person is going to have four minutes, 4 minutes each. I'm going to make it an even 5. Each person is going to have 5 minutes to reflect upon what you want to put in a little 10-minute joy package and to share within your group first. So you're going to speak your decas out loud, out live in your group, and then also a way to digest and also share with others in the community what you are learning, uncovering, releasing, yearning for, giving from our time together. Okay? And there might be a prompt from something that you've heard already in the conference, in the summit. I'm going to ask for that Found Decas sheet slide to come up so that I can just give you 3 that showed up and just things that have been said during the summit. In the film, Archbishop Tutu, then this is verbatim, his words, he said, "We can be human only together. We can be human only together." And this way of working with decas, this collaborative form that allows us to be human and creative together, and it has a boundary of 10 syllables so that there's room for everyone. It is kid simple. It's only 10 syllables. Since it's only 10 syllables, when you say yours and someone hears it, and they might hear someone else and hear something else, a different line that might resonate in a different way. That's also possible. And 10 syllables in 3 lines that you speak out loud together. Then you have created a decas, which then can move out to the community. This one I was singing as we were coming together: sadness, happiness, joy, and inside job. And this reminder, sadness, happiness, joy, and inside job, whenever experiencing whatever the emotion might be, whatever the dynamic might be, the joy and inside job, so many practices being shared here by so many of the teachers, by the Dalai Lama, of how to touch in with breath, with remembrance, to that groundedness of joy from within. And this one, joy flows bright with tears from a deeper place. Sometimes when you see a tear coming or the rain coming, there's a shining that happens. And there's a shining of the joy and the smile in the faces. There's a reason why that shining shows up in so many different forms. And so the invitation, I have to say one more other thing about framing it here. This let up of the 2 syllables, 3 syllables, 5 syllables. It is at the beginning of the Fibonacci cycle, which is this cycle of this spiral, which in so many traditions is a cycle of change, is a symbol of change. And 235 is right in there. It's part of ways that we can be aware and create from what we're aware of and share. And it can shift consciousness like that. And so you can let the slide go down now and let all of our faces show again, please. Thank you so much. This is the invitation to say, what would you bring to the people that you will huddle with? Notice I didn't say break out, do. I said huddle. So we're coming together in a kind of a warmth, in a kind of a warm heart, to see what you would hear together, or what you would speak together, and what you would co-create perhaps. So Stephen is going to send us off into our little rooms. I know I said 5 minutes. That might feel like a long time each. Let's say 3 instead, okay? Let's say 3 instead. I'm seeing some thumbs say, yeah, 5 minutes, oh my God. 3 minutes each. And then we'll come back and see what has come. And so I'm going to take a pause there and let our intrepid magicians behind the scenes give the instruction that they will give.
So we're going to be moving into these huddle rooms, and what Zoom will say is join a breakout group or breakout room. And so you can select that when you get the little pop-up, and you'll be brought into your huddle with 2 other people to share in this way. So I think that's being enabled now. So shortly you should be seeing that option to go to your rooms.
And we will give little prompts so that you will know when it's time to switch, so that will be supported. And
it looks like Zoom is giving us a creative parameter of only allowing us to do 50 rooms, which will be 5 to 6 people per room.
Oh, wow. That's a surprise.
That is a surprise. Okay. Well, 5 to 6 people per room. All right. Share and play fair. If you have a decas, bring it forward. Don't hog all the time and see. 5. Let's make the room total time then 10 minutes. 10 minutes, 2 minutes per person. And if you don't need it, share We can do this. We can make it happen. We can make it happen. Yeah, we can make it happen. How does that sound? Yeah? Okay, there we go. And so the invitations will be coming to a window near you to join your huddle room, coming to a window near you. Are the invitations going out now?
And after the rooms will be coming all back together after the 10 minutes is up. And you'll
That's
see how
right.
to do that on your screen. There'll be a little note for that as well.
And I will be asking for who wants to share either your own or another's decas or other brilliance that came up when the decas was the invitation. Decas are a doorway. Let whatever brilliance comes through, come through. Please remember that.
I see someone in the comments saying constraints create new ways to be alive.
Beautiful. I see Michael's hand going twinkle, twinkle, twinkle. Did you have a question? Oh, no. Okay. I sing so I bring joy to everyone. Beautiful.
Are the rooms working, Stephen? Are people starting to see messages? Not yet.
No room messages yet. Well, this is a fine how do you do. Well, while we're waiting, I'm seeing some decas come through on the chat. And while we're waiting, I could just ask for hands. Will my asking for hands affect the rooms opening if that is going to be able to happen? I'm wondering. That is a
No.
question.
Yeah,
It won't?
please do.
Okay, please do. All right. So then I'm asking for hands if you're ready to share. And Michael, you are first in line. Please unmute. Michael from Canada.
Wrote this as I was listening to you. Window, warm sun shines. I have joy to share.
Ah, window, warm sun shines. I have joy to share. There you go. Thank you, Michael. Yes, indeed. Penelope. Hello,
Yeah, but
Penelope.
I'm not hearing you or not seeing me. Can you hear me?
Absolutely. I
Great.
hear you. I see you.
Oh, you see me. Great. Well, I'm from a small tropical island. So my deca is the sea heals endlessly without judgment.
The sea
The sea
heals endlessly
without
judgment.
That's my joy place.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you, Penelope. Yes. Janice.
We dance. Collective effervescence flows.
We dance. Yes. Thank you, Janice. Martha.
Effervescence flows.
Oh, Martha, you are still mute with all that beauty that you're dancing out. Unmute yourself, please.
Unmute.
There you are. Yes.
Okay, joyful. My soul is smiles. The sun is shining.
Joyful. Thank you. Thank you for letting us catch you. Thank you. Thank you. Jennifer, Jennifer, please unmute.
Okay.
There.
Yes, I'm coming from Normandy in France and I have laryngitis. But anyway, here we go. Just now I can see perfect joy in you and me.
And if that's laryngitis, good gracious. I hope if ever I have Beautiful. Thank
Very
you,
beautiful.
Jennifer. Thank you so much.
A
Oh,
pleasure.
breakout rooms have now popped up. My goodness. Well, shall we go in or what shall we do? I'm asking my tech team.
What was that, Stephen?
Did people see invitations? Because here it said that people were invited. No, people are not seeing invitations. Okay, let me try
Okay.
again.
Then we're going to keep on going as we're going. I saw a Chinua. Please unmute yourself, Chinua.
The wind on my the sorry, the sun on my face, the wind on in my skin, the blaze of grass dances along.
Beautiful. I love the kinesthetic joy you brought in there. Thank you. Thank you so much. B Tillman, please unmute.
Hello from the Azores. Mine is sunshine. From our hearts, our joy radiates.
Sunshine from our hearts, our joy radiates. The sun is making quite an appearance today. I love that. Yay. Thank you. Allison, please unmute.
Sure. You shine in my heart, you river of light.
You shine in my heart, you river light. You shine in my heart, you river of light. Thank you, Allison. Santipan, would you please unmute? How do you say your name?
Yes, it's Shantapan. So it's not exactly 5 syllables, but I came up with this.
Yes.
The heart of a dying star joys the buried hatchet after a war.
Oh, say again.
The heart of a dying star joys the buried hatchet after a war.
Thank you so much. So powerful, so perfect. As I said, the syllables matter, but not that much. When power walks through the door, allow it. Thank you for that gift. Linda, Lynda, please unmute.
Hello, everyone. I don't have sunshine because I'm in Scotland, so I will start. Embrace sadness to reach beauty and joy.
Embrace sadness to reach beauty and joy. Thank you, Linda. Thank you. Dr. Naga, would you please unmute?
Yeah, Dr. Nagaradhika. I have 2 decas, one following the other. I hope this makes sense. Soul sway deep within, tap dancing in joy. Our job is only to look deep inside.
Please give us both. Again.
Okay, soul sway deep within, tap dancing in joy. Our job is only to look deep inside.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. The first double deckers of the day. Thank you so much. Pablo Cesar, please unmute.
Ready?
Yes.
Let your voice out once your joy is found.
Let your voice out once your joy is found. Let your voice out once your joy is found. Oh, yeah. I can hear the drums behind that. Pablo, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Renee, is it Renee? Okay, yes.
Cup overflows. This was meant to be shared.
Cup overflows. This was meant to be shared. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. C. Bagley. It says C. Bagley.
Hi, I'm calling from Maine, where it just had our first snow. Soft snow, bright beauty, joyful festival.
Soft snow, bright beauty and joyful festival. Yay. Thank you. Beautiful. Go ahead with that soulful sing. Emma Wong, please unmute yourself. Emma Wong, if you could please unmute yourself. We'll come back, Emma. We'll come back. How about Virginia Swain? Will you please unmute yourself? There you go. Yes.
This is my soul song from Finlandia. This is my song, O God of all the nations, a song for peace, for lands afar and mine. This is my home, the country where my heart is. Here are my hopes, my dreams, my holy shrine. But other hearts in other lands are beating, other hearts with hope and dreams as true and high as mine. My country's skies are bluer than the ocean, and sunlight beams on clover leaf and pine. But other lands have sunlight too, and clover, and skies are everywhere as blue as mine. Oh, hear my song, thou God of all the nations, a song of peace for their land and for mine. I'm from Worcester, Massachusetts, United States, and I dedicated this to everyone here.
Thank you. A song of peace for every land. Thank you, Virginia. Laurie Johnson Wade, please unmute.
Hello, hello, everybody.
Hello.
Mine is We Are Ubuntu, Be Joy, You, Me, We.
We are Ubuntu, be joy, you, me, we. You, me, we. Thank you. Thank you so much. Carol Ann, please unmute yourself.
Hello, everyone. I am in Minneapolis, Minnesota, the United States. And mine is, I am happy to be alive today to play.
Yay! Thank you. A little joy, 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 joy. Thank you. And Emma, I see your face now. Maybe you'll be able to unmute too. Yay!
I am. Children, free my joy to flow forth from me.
Say again, please. Otra vez, por favor.
Yeah, children, freeze my joy to flow forth from me.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Emma. Thank you. Barbara Brodsky?
Rachel, just an update. It looks like unfortunately the breakout rooms aren't going to be available today. Zoom's having some sort of a glitch. So
I've noticed that, and I'm looking at the time, and we are rolling along. We're rolling along, and we're rowing our boat gently down the stream. Yes. So Barbara Brodsky has unmuted. Yes. But somehow reason I can't hear you. Oh, boo. Oh, cannot hear. Barbara? Wow. Can anyone hear Barbara? No.
You can feel her.
We can feel you. You're giving it to us, but we cannot hear it for some reason. I'm going to see if I can go to someone else and see if or maybe the sound on your computer, if you can make sure.
I'm sorry, I don't think you could hear me because my microphone was not turned on.
Now it's on.
I'm in Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Okay.
And I'm feeling so much joy seeing all of these faces, people I've never met, sisters and brothers from all over the world. And this is what is going to get us through these hard times. This radiance. I don't think you could hear me because my microphone was not turned on.
Well, we got you this time. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. And everyone with your hands still up, I wish I had a time machine who could stretch it. But I've been asked at 12:55 to I believe, wait and then make sure that there was time for the summit folks to say something. Was that right at 12:55?
Oh, Rachel, I'll just be saying goodbye to everyone at the end. We have plenty of time if you want to keep going.
Plenty of time,
Yeah.
plenty of more time. All right. Then let me go to Marietta. Is that how you say your name? Please unmute.
Look at the door in the star up high.
Oh,
Thank you.
again, please, so shy. Please, would she come back? Maybe.
Look at the joy in the stars up high.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, yeah, that gets my heart singing. Thank you so
You
much.
got the heart, Mighty. Thank you.
Okay, let's see. Um, let me see. Ooh, Rose is the last name. Would you please unmute and tell me how to say your first name? Yes.
Hi. Hi,
Hello.
this is Rose from Rwanda.
Oh, from Rwanda. Hello.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, how are you?
I'm well. How are you? And you have a decades for us.
Happy to be with you.
So happy to be with you too. Thank
So
you.
I'm called Rose and I'm from Rwanda. I'm the legal representative of persons with psychosocial disability, a lot of depression, a lot of anxiety, but I'm happy to be with you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And
So
same.
I wanted to share with one song called We Shall Overcome. We shall overcome someday. Yes, I believe we shall overcome someday.
Someday. Thank you. So true. So very true. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Nancy McKay.
Yes.
Okay.
Here come pelicans gliding high and low.
Here come pelicans gliding high and low. Pelicans. I love pelicans as that middle line. Here come pelicans gliding high and low. Beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. Sandra, please unmute.
Hello,
Oh,
this is my offering. Just smile. It will bring joyfulness to all.
just smile. It will bring joyfulness to all. Thank you, Sandra. So true.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Jessica, with your hand on your heart, please unmute.
Thank you. My offering is with joy, gratitude, and grace. We are free. We
Thank you. Yay. Part of it came, the beginning came through, and the second part
Oh,
slipped
can you hear
away.
me?
I can hear you now. We heard with joy, gratitude, and grace. And I see that we're now at the top of the hour. So we did get the joy, gratitude, and grace in. So thank you. Thank you so much. And yes, Kaylee.
Thank you so much, Rachel. This was a beautiful hour. And thank you, everyone, for sharing. This has been so wonderful to actually hear everyone's voice. And we'll be starting with the evening sessions this evening at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. There's a special keynote with His Holiness the Dalai Lama, as well as some other amazing presenters this evening. So make sure to check it out. And yeah, thank you all so much for sharing this time together. Take care. Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you. Take care. Joy, joy, joy. Unmute everyone and say your joy out loud. Joy, joy, joy.
Joy, joy, joy.
Everyone just unmute and say joy.
Thank you.
Joy, joy,
Thank you for your joy.
Everyone.
Joy,
Thank you so much.